all of a sudden, what's going to happen to those horses? I mean, they're going to keep breeding, they're going to keep raising, the numbers are going to keep climbing. So that's why I say it is very important that the slaughter remains open.
Question?
Morning. Maria Vanderham, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This may have been answered already because I was late coming in here this morning, but with these numbers of horses that are coming to Canada and to Mexico for slaughter, the ranchers are saying it's not their horses. The BLM are saying it's not their horses. So whose horses are these?
I don't have an answer for that.
Individuals sell the horses. There are no BLM horses going to harvest facilities. That's against the law. Individuals collect them at different sale locations around the country, gather them. They end up in places like Shelby, Montana, which is not far from the border. That's where they live through the withdrawal, the 6-month period of time to match the EU specifications. So individuals sell them to people who buy them in the process and then ultimately sell them to the packing plants in Mexico and Canada. Anything on that, Bill?
Thank you. Bill DeBar, Horse Welfare Alliance of Canada. What Trent said was exactly correct, except that your Shelby, Montana is an example. There are other places, stations, lots, where horses are held pending their arrival. But one of the things that you stated was the horses change hands. They apparently cannot go directly from BLM to a plant. So the horses are purchased, and when the purchaser of that horse gets control of that horse, that's his horse. He has the democratic right to deal with that horse the way he wishes, with the exception that there are other standards as a result of animal rights activists, et cetera, that are confusing the situation and making it more difficult. So I think we got to work through this progress, and that's what this summit is all about. And I hope that we come out of this with some plans and that will help the flow of commerce, rightful and just commerce, to take place.
Ron, Jerry, no BLM horse can ever go to a harvest facility. If it's tattooed a BLM horse, that horse cannot go to a harvest facility in Canada or Mexico, knowingly.
Now, with respect to the gentleman that said BLM horses cannot go to slaughter, and you too, my
I said that.
taller friend, yes. Yeah, he is taller, isn't he? I hate that. The fact is that when those horses cross that parallel up there north of here, they're Canadian horses.
Is it Joey? Okay, does anybody else have a question for Gary?
Just a second.
Maria.
Yeah, I will.
Canadians, I got to keep a rope on you.
Thank you very much. I don't mind. So the fact is, when they cross that border, they're Canadian horses. Now, I don't want to start a problem. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot here, because it's a transport issue, it's a this issue, it's a that issue. My understanding is the law says that they can't go to slaughter. Notwithstanding that law, if they are transported across the border, they're Canadian horses. And we do see them in the plant. Now, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, because let me tell you, there are processing plants in Canada, and we can help this excess horse thing. These so-called unwanted horses are wanted somewhere for a variety of reasons, including an option of end-of-life process. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Bill. Did Joey leave?
Yeah.
Where? Joey, what is, do you in charge of transportation to these facilities, do you monitor if there are any BLM horses on these trucks?
No, I don't. But when the packing houses were open in Texas, I won't get the name exactly right, but the Southwest Cattle Raisers had brand inspectors at both of those Texas plants that read every brand. So it was their responsibility to report back to BLM if they found any freeze-marked horses.
Okay. What about today?
I don't know of any brand inspection going into Mexico, and I don't know of any going into Canada.